It is the Sunday, October 12th, 2025 Helium Miner Update. You can hear Maui and Bella barking behind me. They are in the house and going, oh man, I'm going to go outside. Coming to you from our Portland World Headquarters right now. We're going to head out of here probably, oh gosh, in a few days back over to Wyoming. We were here in town for a wedding. Beautiful Pacific Northwest fall. Well, today kind of a little bit of an exception. It's a little cooler and it's wet. It's supposed to be nice. I'm going to do a long run here on Tuesday before we ship out. And should be Tuesday's supposed to kind of turn and be some nice warm weather. If you haven't experienced the Pacific Northwest here in the fall, it's pretty nice. Kind of glad that the women's race over in Kona didn't have to go over for that and race. Just October Kona. It's nice to be here in Portland or be in Wyoming on the mainland and watch the fall go by and the leaves change colors, things like that. So anyhow, if you've been following along on the channel, you'll know that we have 4 MNTD helium miners. We have 2 of them here in Portland, and we got 1 in Alpine, and we have 1 at our other world headquarters there in Kona. Anyway, and by the way, no financial advice here. This is all fun. This is all hobby. So take that for what it is worth. Anyhow, just as far as market updates, big thing is the $19 billion crypto wipeout. That was after Trump ended up announcing the additional 100% tariffs on China. It seems like that's been kind of walked back, kind of a taco type deal. Trump always chickens out, for those of you if you don't know what that is. So anyway, we'll see what ends up bottoming out. The futures market's going to open up here a little bit later on, and then we'll see kind of what the fallout is there. Stock market is open tomorrow, though I think it's still it's a holiday, Columbus Day here in the United States, so banks, financial institutions, things like that, they're going to be shut down. Anyway, during that $19 billion crypto wipeout, the Bitcoin ended up falling like over 4%. It had previously, this last week, it hit a record 125,000, but had pulled back, I think, down to like $109,000 range. So anyway, that is where things are at from a general market perspective. Just as far as helium's going, looks like they're trying to encourage deployment of miners in high density areas where it can be used as far as IoT. So we'll see what ends up happening there, but just give you our personal perspective on what's happening as far as our miners. Our Kona miner, that one's sitting in Hexagon by itself. That one, and again, we're in a tropical area, higher cost of living, things like that. So that's typically that type of stuff. They wanted to encourage folks to put miners there, and that one earned 0.104 helium tokens, so actually the highest total out of all 4 miners for the week, though earnings were down about 9% over the last 7 days. The earnings had been going up. We did have the halving back on August 1st, and when that ended up happening, the earnings got cut, and it seemed like we kind of stabilized, but we're down again this week. That one's sitting in Hexagon with a couple of other miners, and again, when I reference the additional, the miners that are in the Hexagon, you just have to look at the helium map, and you can kind of see what's going on, because that's how the world is divided in the helium ecosphere. So you can see if you're going to be doing revenue sharing or whatnot. But anyway, that kind of miner, like I said, down about 9% for the week. Portland 1, that one's sitting in Hexagon with 5 other miners. That one's over in a little office building in Portland. That one earned 0.050 helium tokens. That was down about 20% or so for the week. So also down. Portland 2, that one's sitting in a hexagon by itself. That one earned 0.094 helium tokens. Typically, that one by itself, since there's no revenue sharing, has done better than the Kona miner, but it looks like we've got to flip that script this week. And by the way, that's down. Those earnings are down 40% for the week as well. So kind of similar fashion to the other three miners. And then also the Alpine miner, if you've been following along on the channel, you'll know that our the rural helium mining, even though that one's in a hexagon by itself, rural helium mining, just because it can't, there are other miners that have pulled out. It's not communicating with other miners, and so basically kind of disconnected from the system, not doing any useful work. So we're not seeing any earnings there. If we end up taking those 7-day earnings and totalizing them, we end up with 0.248 helium tokens, so almost a quarter helium token there for the week. And actually, before we get a little further, just talking about where the tokens are all trading this week, IoT, which had been what we had been earning on our helium miners previously before the helium improvement protocol, and we went back to HNT. That's at 0.000350 dollars per token, down about 7% for the week. Again, a lot of that just, again, that crypto wipeout due to the tariffs. HNT, that one's trading at $2.30 at the time I'm doing the live stream here, and that is down about 8% as well. Bitcoin is at 115,500, down about 6%. And then finally, Solana is at $196.67, which is down 14% as well. So yeah, everything's still down. We'll see what ends up happening this week. If some of the China tariff stuff gets walked back. And also we've got the government shutdown going on here in the United States. So that's, I wouldn't say that it's necessarily hurting. This last week, the stock market was up. And so it seemed like just like gridlock was actually helping us out a little bit. Anyway, moving on to the 30-day earnings. Our Kona miner at 0.488 helium tokens. Portland 1 at 0.218 helium tokens. And Portland 2 at 0.666 helium tokens. So totalizing that all up, since Alpine hadn't been doing anything, those three are 1.372 helium tokens. And again, Portland 2 still higher over the 30-day period, but if things go the way they are going right now, the Kona miner may end up earning more over the 30-day period going forward. We'll just have to wait and see. Dollars and cents at HNT helium trading at $2.30. We are gonna look at the earnings, and that's a whopping $0.57 or 57 cents for the week. So again, like I said, not financial advice. We're just doing this as a hobby. 30-day earnings, a whopping $3.16. Wow, that's a lot. And if you take that 316 just to get our current ROI, we take that 316, the 30-day earnings, divide by 30, get a daily rate, and then extrapolate that out over 365 days. And when we do that and divide by our capital investment in this, we get a whopping ROI of 2.4%, which is, I think that's about as low as we have ever seen it. I think we were about 2.7% last week. A few months ago, we were in that 13% range, so less than T-bills and way into hobby range. So that's where it's at. You can compare that to what you're, if you're thinking about getting into helium mining, or if you want to see how your miners are doing with what we've got. And again, one of the things I think we're bringing here as far as live streams and the data that's associated with that is that we've got different locations, whether it's urban, rural, or, like I said, tropical island area. You can kind of see what that compares with as far as what you've got. So that is about it. Hopefully everyone is having a good weekend, watching the NFL, doing whatever you're doing. I guess NFL if you're here in the U.S., since I know we've got folks out from all over the world. But anyway, hopefully you're having a great weekend. So that should about do it, and we will talk to you for the update next week. Peace.